begins right here in the lobby of the Peabody Hotel in Memphis, Tennessee, and it ends on Catfish Road, Vicksburg, Mississippi. Well, they also say that this Peabody Hotel has 13 stories, and that's not true. It has thousands of stories. Stories of visiting presidents consecutively, from Harry S. Truman to George W. Bush, of diplomats and dignitaries and monarchs, and stories of the big bands in the 30s and 40s, broadcasting live from the historic Skyway Ballroom up on the rooftop. Stories of the king of rock and roll, but also of anniversaries celebrated and reunions visited, and through it all, the Ducks have marched from the rooftop down to the lobby and back. And in so doing, they've woven the fabric, which contains the names and the faces and the events that are the history of this hotel. Well, it all started back in 1869 when Colonel Robert Brinkley realized his dream by opening a state-of-the-art hotel just 2 blocks from here in Monroe, Maine. Called the Brinkley House, it was to set the tone for cuisine and luxury in the South. Unfortunately, the Colonel's good friend and investor, Mr. George Peabody, passed away over in England about that time, and they changed the name of the hotel from the Brinkley House to the Peabody in his honor. It went on there some 55 years at that location, hosting such luminaries as Robert E. Lee and President McKinley. And then on September the 1st, 1925, the doors opened to this beautiful expanded facility we stand in today at the cost of some $5 million and a couple of construction. Well, that's not the whole history of this hotel, folks, not by a long shot. Because you get an opportunity, go up on the mezzanine level and check out our memorabilia. Go in and hit the red button and you'll hear a narrative of all the names and faces, objects, souvenirs of decades past here in the hotel. My favorite is a framed memo from Mr. Gary Bell, the managing partner, to the executive chef over in Chez Louis, who was trying to change the menu. He told him, even though you've got a French restaurant there better not be any duck on any menu with the Peabody Hotel. Well, the tradition of ducks in the Peabody goes back a long way, back to 1933, when General Manager Frank Shutt and his buddy Chip went on a cold duck hunt into the backwaters of the Mississippi over in Arkansas. They knew it was going to be a cold day, so they took along another companion, a certain Jack Daniels, otherwise known as fine Tennessee Mississippi. Well, after all, it was cold, they needed a little encouragement. But as the day wore on, apparently they became a little over-encouraged, and they began to feel that it would be a really funny idea to bring the 5 duck decoys that were legal back in Arkansas those days and release them here in the fountain, and they did. Then they went off to their rooms to sleep it off. Well, the next morning, Mr. Shutt was a little concerned about the mayhem that might have been caused due to his misdeeds the night before, and so he rushed down to the lobby and he found 2 surprises. Number 1, the ducks were still here. They hadn't flown off to see Beale Street or the sites of Memphis. Number 2, a group of tourists and guests together, and they were delighted with the frolicking ducks in the fountain of such a fine hotel. So, of course, they were given a couple of days of reprieve, and it turned into an 80-year tradition. In 1940, Edward Kimbrough retired from the hotel as a bellman, but he was a multi-talented individual. In another life, he'd been an animal trainer with Ringling Brothers Barnum and Bailey Circus, and he told management upon his employment, "If you'll let me, I'll take 5 North American Yammer ducks, 1 male and 4 females, instead of these 3 English small ducks we have here, and I'll train them to march from the rooftop palace, across to the elevator, down to the lobby level, across the red carpet and into the fountain every day at 11 o'clock. At 5 o'clock, I'll train them to march back and I'll put them to bed." Well, management didn't know what to think about that at all. They rolled their eyes, they looked at each other, and then they said, "All right, Edward, give that a shot, see what you can do." And for 15 years, Mr. Kimbrough guided ducks from the rooftop down to the lobby. And in so doing, he became an ambassador of goodwill for the Peabody Hotel and for the city of Memphis. And he appeared in such venues as the Tonight Show with Johnny Park, the Sesame Street program where he and his ducks helped to celebrate National Rubber Duck Day. Well, they also did photo shoots with people in other magazines. I would say that someone who's done their job so long and so well as Mr. Kimbrough really mastered what he's done, didn't he? Management thought so, so they bestowed upon Mr. Kimbrough the title Duckmaster, the world's first Duckmaster here at the Peabody Hotel. Well, he's no longer with us today, folks, and Mr. Kimbrough's spirit remains here in this lobby. You'll check out the southwest entrance when you leave. You'll see a framed picture with he and his beloved ducks looking down on our ceremony today. Well, that just about wraps it up, except I have a duty and a privilege to perform at this time. From time to time, we we encounter someone with such integrity and such people skills, as well as skills with duckies, that we have to give them an opportunity to come and help us with our duties here in the town. And today we have such a person, Ms. Morgan Rucker. Come on up. All right. Good deal. Well, it's official, we have to have a proclamation. Everybody knows that, so here we go. Whereas the daily march of the world-famous Peabody Ducks is a time-honored tradition, begun in 1933 and attended by countless visitors, and whereas the care and the protection of the Peabody Ducks must be attended to on a daily basis and can only fall to persons with high standards and great distinction, and whereas you are such a person, be it resolved that on July the 1st, 2013, Morgan Rucker has been chosen honorary Duckmaster. Congratulations. Well, in honor of this auspicious occasion, we have a genuine official Peabody rubber ducky to do so. Most importantly, we have a Peabody Duckmaster, honorary Duckmaster payment, so the more you can tell me what my duties are. All right. Well, we've talked about the history of the hotel, we've talked about the tradition of the duck, and I've introduced to you my honorary Duckmaster today. All that remains is to go up there on the rooftop and retrieve our 5 feathered guests and bring them back down to the lobby level. When that door opens at 11 o'clock, you too will be eyewitness to the world-famous march of the Peabody Duck. Thank you.